She thought I was weak, a pushover. But I don't play games. I end them. When Lily suggested we go on a private vacation together, I was thrilled. It had been a long year. My startup had finally broken even, and I'd just gotten through a grueling product launch. A week in Bali, just the two of us, sounded like paradise. At least, that's what I thought. We'd been dating for a little over a year. Lily was beautiful, funny, and energetic. But lately, I'd been feeling like something was off. Little things, like her being constantly glued to her phone or laughing too hard at messages she never showed me. Still, I pushed those feelings aside, hoping the trip would help us reconnect. I booked a private beachfront villa, spacious, secluded, and serene. The kind of place where you're supposed to toast champagne under the stars with your partner, not fend off surprises. When we arrived, everything seemed perfect. The sun shimmered on the turquoise sea. The villa was even better than the pictures, and Lily looked radiant. She threw her arms around me, kissed my cheek, and said, "This is going to be the best trip ever." 2 days in, she started acting strangely. I noticed she was spending a lot of time texting and disappearing to take walks. Then one morning, I woke up to the sound of voices, male voices, outside the villa. I stepped out and found three guys lounging by the pool. One was shirtless, already opening a beer at 10 a.m. Another was stretching like he owned the place, and the third had the audacity to be using my Bluetooth speaker. Lily was laughing with them like it was the most natural thing in the world. Uh, what's going on here? I asked, masking the storm inside me. Oh, she said casually. I invited some friends. They happen to be vacationing here too. I thought it'd be fun to hang out. You invited them to our vacation? Don't be so uptight, babe. It's not a big deal. I looked at the three guys again. I'd never met them before. She hadn't even told me they were coming. One of them winked at her. My stomach turned. I realized then this wasn't just fun. These weren't just friends. She brought them to our vacation, without asking, without warning. I could have confronted her right then. I could have yelled, stormed out, made a scene. But something inside me clicked. I looked at her, laughing between two of the guys like I was the third wheel in my own relationship, and thought, no, not like this. If she wants to play games, she should know I never lose. That night, they all partied. I played the good boyfriend. I took pictures for them, fetched drinks, smiled. But my mind was racing. I needed a plan. Not to hurt her physically or emotionally, but to make her realize she'd picked the wrong guy to disrespect. Revenge, as they say, is best served cold. Mine would be Arctic. I stopped being clingy. I didn't touch her unless she initiated. I let her run off with them during the day while I relaxed at the villa. In reality, I was making calls, switching flights, canceling excursions, and more importantly, changing the villa's reservation to my name alone. I'd paid for everything. She didn't know that because I'd booked it under my company name. Turns out the guys weren't exactly best friends. Each of them thought he was the one she was really into. I casually dropped comments. So how long have you and Lily been seeing each other? Or she mentioned you were an ex. Little seeds of doubt. On the third night, I came back early from a solo hike and walked in on two of them arguing outside. She kissed me yesterday, man. She told me you were just a friend. That's bull. She slept in my room last night. I ducked back before they noticed me. This was gold. I waited until the fifth day. That morning, I pretended to go for another solo hike. Instead, I packed my things, checked out of the villa early, and checked into a luxury hotel 15 minutes away. Before leaving, I left a little envelope in the villa's safe with her name on it. Inside was a note. You turned our vacation into your little harem getaway. I hope it was worth it. I've canceled the rest of the villa stay, so you have until noon to pack up. The reservation is under my name. Also, the return flights? Canceled. For you. Enjoy your new friends. Maybe one of them can pay for your ticket home. P.S. I told your boss you extended your leave without informing anyone. Hope you enjoyed your job while it lasted. P.P.S. Remember when you used to say I could never handle a woman like you? Turns out you couldn't handle a man like me. Then I turned off my phone. The aftermath came fast. Apparently, she didn't believe the note at first, until villa staff knocked at noon sharp and asked her to vacate. I heard from mutual friends later that there was yelling, scrambling, and one of the guys threatening to leave her there. She tried to message me through email, socials, everything, all blocked. Back home, I shared a single Instagram story, me sipping wine on a yacht with the caption, "Peace is expensive." Luckily, I can afford it. The best part? She did get fired. I hadn't lied about that. Her boss was a client of mine. Small world. When I casually told him his assistant had gone MIA in the middle of a project, he didn't take it well. Word got around. Her reputation shattered. People started putting together timelines, realizing she'd been seeing multiple guys, often overlapping, and stringing them along for vacations, dinners, even rent. The guys she invited on the trip, none of them wanted to stay with her after that. She ended up paying for a budget flight home by borrowing from her roommate. Me? I took a longer vacation, alone this time. I visited Japan, then Europe, cleared my head, rebuilt my peace. And every time I thought about that week, I didn't feel bitter. I felt satisfied. Not because I hurt her, because I reminded her and myself that I was never the fool she thought I was. Several months later, Lily messaged me from a new account. "Hey, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for how everything happened. I didn't mean to disrespect you. I miss you sometimes." I didn't reply. I just took a screenshot and archived it. Some people don't deserve closure. Some stories don't need sequels. And sometimes revenge is just being so far ahead, they can't even see your dust. Like and subscribe. Share if this happened to you or someone close to you.